Hmm. So what are global variables, Rishita madam?
So the global variable is it is defined as a special type of merge fields referencing the data in our org, and it is actually used to access and display the user and organization information. It can easily be identified with the dollar sign, and we can any field of global variable can be accessed using the bracket, exclamation sign, dollar, global name, dot, whatever the field name, and bracket close.
So just you have to say like especially is common syntax for all the we have everywhere, right, madam? But
Yeah, to call
global
out the
variables,
action. Yeah.
but variables we should do the dollar symbol extra. Not only here,
Okay.
even if you
Okay.
observe in the validation rules also,
Mm-hmm.
expression is common everywhere. Expression syntax is common, but
Mm-hmm.
dollar symbol is come extra. So that is called that will identify that is a global variable. Either it is
Okay.
a user profile role, okay, current page, custom
Yeah.
label, static resource, anything, right? So many things are
Yeah.
stored.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the use of custom label, Vinay? Vinay, yesterday you joined, right, Vinay? Or not? Otherwise, yesterday class. Vinay, can you hear me?
Sir.
What is custom label? Any idea? Do you remember anything yesterday class? No idea.
Idea.
So complete Vinay, all those things already last week also I told you. Right? You received laptop or not yet received?
Today this class, sir.
Complete all the pending things, at least development things.
Okay.
So Lakshman Reddy sir, why will is custom label?
Custom label, instead of doing hard coding in the Apex classes, we use the custom label, sir. But we can add the custom label and use the same thing in the course. Custom label.
Only for avoiding hard codings or any other purpose?
And for transaction labels based on your languages, sir.
You want to translate your labels also, values also, you can translate by using the custom label. What is static resource, Neha?
So it's basically used for displaying or uploading any kind of images, and add some custom CSS, JavaScript, or jar files and zip files.
Yeah, you can upload any type of file there, and
And
you can reference that in
link
your
visual
pages.
pages and lightning components or
Wherever it is required.
LWC. Yeah.
So today we'll talk about input tags and output tags, man. Generally, already yesterday I told you, right? By saying input means what, man? You're entering data. Output means what, madam? We're displaying a data. That is the difference, mind input and output. So we'll see some input tags. What are the tags available in the input? Okay. So I'll create new VF page. Input tags. So Apex form is required here. So just I'll create out some page block. And I'll create a page block section. So how can we title, madam?
Title.
You can give input tags. Hello. first, what are the input tags available? We'll see. So first we'll talk about there is something called input text. The tag name, madam? Input text. So first we'll discuss about input text. So what is input text? So if you want to enter any text, right, in the input, you can go for which one, madam? This input text. Okay. What is the tag name we have to use? Apex input. Which one?
Text area or text?
Input text. Yeah, why they are joining this much of data? Okay. So just I'll refer one controller, madam. Maybe I'll refer standard controller. Just to account or take a lead. So here, if you want to refer any fields lead, what we can use, madam? Value. Value equals to how we can get the lead to first name, last name. Expression lead dot first name or last name. Last name is required, right, madam? So go to lead object. So last name is required. Company is required. That is it. Okay. So last name is which type of field, madam? This is which type of field? This is data type and field data type.
Text.
Text, madam. Yeah, text only data type. Right, madam. What about rating?
Pick list.
Rating. Rating is a pick list, sir, not boolean. Boolean and entry check box on the true or false. That is called this is boolean. Okay. This is called pick list. Pick list. And topic. Apex input value dot lead dot. What is the name? Rate. So this is text field. This is what? Pick list field. But if you click a preview, which tag we are using here? Input field or input text?
Input text.
So what input text will take is whatever the thing you are referring here. Either you are referring anything, either like you are referring like a text field, number field, pick list, checkbox, whatever it may be, you can call it here. So it will convert into the text only. What will do, madam? It will convert into the text only. For example, if you see now, click the preview. So now rating is not, it will not show pick list values. It will show only text field only. So if you say input text means what, madam? All the fields will convert into the which one? Text only. Can you see pick list here now? Can you see the pick list?
No, sir. No.
So input text means what you can do? You can enter only text, not any other things. Understand? For example, if you want to develop one functionality, madam, search functionality, like what you can do? Apex input text. Right, madam? Here what you can do? You can give any variable name, which one you want to search. Right? But so whatever the value you are giving, that should be what, madam? Text only. It will treat like a text only. Apex input text means what it will do, madam? It will accept what, madam? Text only. Even though if you refer other data types, what will happen? It will show only text format only. Clear?
Yes.
So normally, if you want to refer Salesforce object fields, we'll use a input field, madam. Which one? Input field. Field means what? We can refer the fields. Apart from field, if you want to refer normal anything, we can go for input text, normal text and all. But if you want to refer fields, which one you have to use, madam? Input field. Why we have to refer input field? If you refer input field, we'll get the field properties. Like example, it is a pick list, it will show pick list. It is a number, checkbox. Everything will come automatically. Clear, madam?
Yes.
Just 1 minute. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sure. Okay. So input field, if you refer input field, what will happen? Automatically, the field properties will come automatically. Example, last name is required or not required in the lead record.
Required.
Yeah.
Rating is a text field or pick list.
Pick list.
Pick list.
So it will give automatically those things. Clear?
Yes.
Input. Right, madam? Are you getting pick list now?
Yes.
Is it required last name?
Yes.
So input text, what it will do is it will accept everything as a text only. It will convert into it will show like a text only. But whenever you are using refer Salesforce object, either standard controller or custom controller object or anything, if you want to get field properties, which field you have to use, madam? Which one you have to
Input
use?
field.
Input field. To refer Salesforce records, objects, which field you have to use? Input field.
Input field.
Or you want to search something, or you want to create some page, custom page, which one you want to enter only text only, then you can go for input text.
Input text.
Understand?
Yes.
So we have input text and input field. And what else we have? Input. Secret. Any guess what is input secret?
Private fields or something.
It will show
Password
the
field.
which is hidden part or hidden code.
It is same like so in the fields we have data type called password. What will happen in that field if you enter data? You can see data.
No.
What will happen?
Hide.
We cannot see. It will be
You can
secured.
enter. It will be like a you can give the format. You can give the star symbol or like a crash symbol, or you can give a credit card format. Something like that. It will ask right when you create a password data type.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So same here also. If you want to enter that type of information, so which one you have to use, madam? Input secret. So if you enter anything here, how it will show, sir? Can you see that?
No.
Dot. Yeah.
It will not show. It will be in the password type of thing.
Mhm.
Clear, madam?
Yes.
That is input secret. So next, what we have? Input hidden. Any guess? Difference and secret input hidden.
Data not showing.
It will not visible.
Exactly.
Hidden means it will hide.
These
cannot.
things will not visible in your UI. Understand,
Yeah.
madam? If these things will not visible in UI, but it will be there in the background. Understand? If you want to use these values in somewhere outside or any JavaScript or anything, you can use it. But these things will not visible in the UI. Understand what I'm saying? If you want to use this lead name, lead rating, any outside the page or classes, you want to use it, you can use it. But can we see this information in the UI?
No.
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 Okay, madam. So you can see now, you cannot see these two fields in the here. Can you see now those two fields here?
No.
But if you
So like we use the comment, to ignore the context, like the code, we can use instead hidden, right?
not like that. Generally, if you don't want to, you can just no need to enter the tag also in the UI, correct? Why
Yeah,
you need to
yeah.
put comment? Okay, comment is different, but comment will describe about what you are writing there. What class is doing, what method is doing, what the variable is doing. Like that, you can explain about that thing. Comment,
Yeah.
comment, correct, madam?
Yes, yes.
But for writing, you don't need to use comments. It is not required at all. Just to explain
Okay.
what your content, class details, method details, variable details, you can use the comments in the Apex class or HTML or VFIS also. So
Okay.
why will use Apex input hidden is, I want to use this data, but not in the UI. This, for example, ATM pin is there, madam. Okay, I want to get ATM pin from lead student record, but this ATM pin I don't want to show in the UI. this pin number I want to use in my other places, like in the background server side controller, JavaScript controller, you can use it. But this one we cannot show in the UI.
Okay.
It will show, sir.
Got it.
Another like JavaScript and it will show things.
In the JavaScript class, we can access this value. Okay. What you can do is you can just search in Google Apex input hidden sample example. Understand, madam?
Yeah.
So you will understand like how we can refer these values in it will not visible in the UI, but these values we can use it in where, madam? Either in JavaScript or in Apex classes. Understand?
Yes. Yeah.
Just for that purpose only. We want to get the value, but I don't want to display it. And the simple appalante. I want to get that value. I want to get that ATM pin from the student object, but I don't want to display that ATM pin in the UI. That ATM pin I will use in the background for transactions. Understand?
Right. Correct. Got it.
In that case only we can go for this input hidden.
Okay.
Just if you want to see example, there are so many examples how to use Apex input hidden tag. So at least you can practice it. See, using JavaScript input hidden. See, they're using Apex input hidden value, madam. Right? What is the value here? This is hidden value. But where you're going to use this value, hidden value, they're giving ID, right? This ID they will call in the JavaScript somewhere. You can see header row, table row. In the JavaScript, you can call that and you can use it wherever you want. And this syntax also not good properly.
It is in it.
Example, you can say
Yes,
account number, right? It is not visible in the UI, but you can use that account dot input hidden value, account number in the background. Here you are not getting exact example, but you will get. You just search it proper, you will get example. Okay, even you can search in a ChatGPT sample example of Apex input hidden tag, right? Understand, madam?
Yes.
So how you can refer that input hidden value. You don't need to
Can
go.
we also use?
Madam?
Can we also use the secret input secret for hiding few numbers of card and the remaining, or like
That-
remaining will be visible last 4 digits or something?
That you cannot do in the input secret. Input secret by default it will take all are like a password only, madam.
Okay.
But if you create one field in the lead object, example, I will create one field, credit card number. So at the time of creating field only, you can give that type, credit card type or whatever the type. Then you can refer that field in the VF pages. We can refer, right? Account dot ATM pin like that. Account dot credit card number. Understand?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay. So even if I want to see, for example, which controller we referring are here, lead object, right? For example, I want to see any lead required. We have any lead required here? So lead records will start with which number, madam? 00Q ID. Lead records will start with which number? 00Q. For example, this is lead record, right? Even if you want to see like how it is displayed, this VF page with the last name rating, how you can pass is, if you want to test this page is working or not, just you can pass it here. After /apex means what, madam?
VF page.
What is the VF page name?
VF input tags.
Yeah, after question mark, you can pass the parameter. For example, I want to just pass the ID so that I want to see the data, how this data is coming or not. Can you see data now?
Yeah.
But this is input text, that's why you can see input text only. This is like an input field, you can see field format data, right, madam? This is input secret, but you cannot see it anything. With input secret, we should enter one. Input hidden, background, that value is there. Here, last name is there, Suresh is there. Can you see that name here?
No.
But name is there in the background, madam. Understand?
Understood.
That is input hidden. And we have a input text area, I think something. What is input text area? I think everyone knows already. What is input text area, madam?
For
Description.
long term.
If you want enter long text,
Long text.
if you want enter long text, we can use which one, madam? Text area. Normal input text is just normal characters, simple text. If you want enter like something like a description, we can go for text area. Right, madam? You can see. Clear?
Yes.
This is input text area. Okay. So then what else we have? Input file. Any guess? What is input file?
Adding a file.
Adding
Mm.
file.
If you want to upload any file, right, ma'am? If you want to upload any file, what you can do? You can use
Input
this file. If you want to upload any file, you can use this. So value, just you can give empty because I don't want to save this in. So empty. Let me know. So like this, you can upload some files from your desktop, and you can say which object you want to save. We can write all those things in the custom controller. Okay. Now you should understand what the use of tag set. Understand, madam? Understand what is the use of input file?
Yes.
So then what else we have, madam? Input checkbox. Any guess?
Boolean.
Boolean checkbox.
Yeah, if you want to use checkboxes in the UI, like example, multiple questions. If you answer 2 or 3 answers, then you can use a checkbox, right, madam? Like this.
Yes.
So you can go for this input checkbox. Here I will
Like
give.
to use the name Mr. or Mrs.
You can go for that option. Example, what is it? You can give Mr. Like that. You can just give. We have to create some checkboxes in the UI also, so that you can refer there to that UI here. Example, you can create some checkboxes. Are there anything here? All right. Anything is that directly you can refer that checkboxes where which field. Which directly, if you have any checkboxes here, where we can refer that field directly in the input checkbox. Understand, madam?
Yes.
But we don't have any checkboxes. Just I'm using input checkbox. Otherwise, you can give value equal to lead dot fee paid, lead dot something like that. You can use it.
Okay.
Right, madam? Understand?
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Even you can combine these two, because it is treating like both are different. You can combine these two into by using some different tags. I'll just give columns. By default, columns will be 2. I'll make it columns 1, so that it will combine both. Both will come in one place now. Achha, just come step by step. This is like input checkbox. So what else we have, madam? So these are all for why we'll use all these tags. We'll use all this tag to enter the data. Yes or no?
Yes.
Not for displaying. Just for why we'll use this one, madam?
To
To
enter
interact
the-
with your page, either interacting with checkboxes or those things. You can go for this. So this is a JavaScript. You can ignore this way. You can use in a Lightning web component file. You know, this inline edit support. I'll tell you this is what is this inline edit support later. Right, madam? That's it. So input. Apex input is like some normal input tag. Like here you can specify what type, what is the type you want to use. Like do you want to use a type text, all those things you can use it. Apex input you just it will give. But here you can give the value. What is the thing here? It is like if you want to use like a type, date, decimal, whatever you want, text. For example, I'll give here date. What will happen, madam?
It will display today's date.
We will display. Not today's date field, madam.
This
Date field, that's
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Date format. Not today date. Email, madam, requires HTML doc type version 5.0 or higher to. Okay, if you want to use this tags, we should use the which version, madam?
5.0 version.
Then number 4. 5.0 version, 5.0 version. The latest version on there. The thesis is save out, but in the okay. And the promotion. What coffee? Here we have to mention that. Oh my god, we page with maths. Fine. So doc type equals to HTML. This symbol you have to use, then only it will support. That affects input type. Okay. We'll try. So, unable to validate type date type not provided. Okay, it will take text what will happen. Sure. So it is taking for text one. For date, other fields, we should give some other format, something I think. Okay, I'll check that one. Clear, madam? Just if you want to enter any type of data, either text, anything, we can use this one. Okay, madam. Example,
Yes.
I'll take a search output display, we'll see. Something like a search option. That's it. It is not giving proper thing. If I give a telephone number, how it will work. But here we should give the field name, madam. That is what it is expecting. Understand, madam? So which field you want to refer here? Example, value equals to lead the phone number, madam. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Give your
Mobile.
phone.
Yes.
Phone or mobile? Don't support fields on Salesforce object use expression lead.phone. Mobile. What madam? Mobile. Mobile phone, I guess. Field name is mobile phone. Okay, it is not supporting here. I'll check why it is not working. But yeah, we can use this same like input. So input type means you can use anything here. You can use a telephone number format or text format, whatever it may be. Currently, some are supporting, some are not supporting. Okay. We'll check maybe why it is not supporting. Clear, madam? Understand?
Yes.
Just now, time being, I'll take a time, put text. Okay. Yes. Input type. Okay, so these are all called input tags. Okay, madam. So we will use input tags to enter the data. In case if you want to enter text, we can use the text. If you want to refer Salesforce object, please which tag you have to use, madam? If you want to refer input field. If you want to enter password format, secret. If you want to hide some data in the UI,
Input hidden.
if you want to enter long text area,
Input text.
Input text area.
if you want to attach documents,
Input file.
if you want to display checkboxes,
Input checkbox.
if you want to decide your own data type, input type.
Type.
Only input only. Then based on the type, you can choose the all results. Clear?
Yes.
So these are all called one minute input tags. So similarly, we have output tags. Any guess why is output tags?
Displaying the data.
That's it. We have input means we have to enter data. Output means what, madam? For displaying purpose, we can use the output tags. So we'll see what are the tags available in the output. Okay. So just you can refer here same thing. Standard equals to lead. So affix form. It's block. You just title. Output tags. So any case input text by default, why is my input text?
To give the data.
To give the data correct, which data? Input text.
Text format date.
Text
Input
format.
text.
So similarly, that is text only. Okay, madam. Even though if you're a rating field, even if you refer date field, what will show? Text format only.
Text format.
So similarly, that is to enter in the text format. If I want to display in the text format, then which one you have to use, madam?
Output text.
Simple. That is input to enter anything in the text format. Output anything if you want to display in the text format. Output text. For example, just I'll give out affix output text. Value equals to. I want to display last name. Tell me how you can lead last name. Lead that last name. Rating.
Output text.
Lead that. Okay. So even the rating also will display in which format? Which format? There.
Text
format.
format.
Text format only. So something is missing. Okay, if you want to get the see, any tag is missing now here, madam.
Page block section.
So for example, if you not use page block section, what will happen? Any guess? It will not show properly. UI will not come properly.
It will not be in order.
Not be order. You cannot get the,
Systematic form.
yeah. So you will not get the fields also. You can see here. Are you getting?
Yes.
So no, standard control means you should follow the same proper syntax. But black and page block will have a page block sections. Here.
Yes.
For custom control, all those things not required, madam. We don't need to use this type of page because you're referring standard control means we should follow the same thing. Page block section. So page block section is a parent child tag for which one?
Page block.
Page block. It should be the child. Now you can see for fields also will get here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Text typing.
I'll create one more thing now. Oh. Just here I can just specify title. Just to understand for our purpose only. What is this one, madam?
Output text.
Text.
Output text.
Output text. You can give some title here. I'll give a output field.
Field.
That will put what I can give, madam. Put.
Field.
So here we should use what, madam?
Output field.
So output field means you will get a field properties. Salesforce like a field property. It is a required. What will happen? You will get a required symbol. If it is a pick list, you will get the pick list. If it is a date field, what is the field? This is text field, right? You will get the text and it is required or not. Lead last name is required or not required.
Required.
So automatically that symbol will come because you are using a standard control. Click save. So I want to display some data here, madam. Any sample record. How you can display? Example, I want to display this record data there. Is rating on the record field?
Yes. Down.
Yeah, code is there, right?
Read status.
How you can get display that record here?
To copy paste.
Ratings is equal.
No, madam. After your VA
ID.
page name, question mark
Last
ID
name
equals to not
Oh.
last name. ID equals to that's it. So
That-
this record the fields, whatever the fields you are referring here, all
will
those
reflect.
fields data will come here. Right, madam?
Yes.
This is which one? Which format? Output text.
Format.
Format output.
text.
So there is something called tag Apex inline edit support. Which tag, madam? Apex. Anyone knows what is inline edit? Tell some.
Inline.
For example, you can see the symbol.
Edit.
What is the symbol, madam?
It's
Edit
like
symbol.
on we can modify, we can edit the data.
This is called inline edit, madam. So we are not going to edit page. Normally, if you want to modify record, what you can do? You can click edit button. But without going to edit button, if I want to modify only 2-3 fields, no need to go that place. Just here only can just change it, plus symbol, and change some other things and save it. This is called what, madam? Inline edit support. Okay, madam. So in VA pages also we have something called tag Apex inline edit support. If you add this tag, what will happen? What are the fields will support for this symbol, right? That symbol will come for that fields here. Okay, just you're adding this tag, input tag, right? Okay. Just again I'll display data here. So output text will not support for inline edit. What, madam? Output text will not support for what?
Inline edit.
But output field will support for what? Can you see symbol?
Yes.
Here you can see symbol.
No. Sir.
So output field you can just do that symbol. And this is a pick list, you will get a pick list. Clear?
Yes.
What is inline edit support? If you add this tag in the VA page, if which tags are supporting for inline edit, that tags will you can modify it. If you don't add this tag, you cannot see that symbol, madam. Understand?
Yes.
Understand everyone? If you add that tag only, then only whatever the tags will support, you can modify it. Otherwise, it will not display. Now the guy removed, right? You can see now. Can you see now symbol?
No, sir.
No,
No,
it's not displaying. So
you removed. Okay.
Clear, madam? That is the use of difference between the output field and output text.
Yes.
Understand? There is something called output label. What, madam? Output label.
Output label.
Generally, what is the label, madam? Normal label and date normal. What's the meaning of the label?
label is used for
Data we can enter.
So just label is what, madam, is. For example, I want to search account name. Then now what you can give? Account name. Here what you can give, madam? Some bracket. They will enter the data here. They will click the search button. Correct? So this is what, for example, enter.
label.
Enter name is nothing but what, madam? This is what label. So here you can enter the data, you can click the search button. Correct? So like this, if you want to create labels, your own labels for this text, input text or anything, which tag you have to use, madam?
Label.
Output label. Okay. So for example, Apex output label. For example, I want to search records based on the account name. What I can give my label name is this output label value equals to what, madam? Enter account name. This is just label only. So if they want to enter data, where they can enter the data, we have to use the Apex input text again. Understand?
Okay.
Text input text. So here we have to give the some value, whatever the value are giving the input text. So that based on that we can search it. So what is this output label now?
Enter account.
So this is account name is a label. Understand, madam? Why it is coming like this tag here, this tag is anything? Why cannot like display? Why it is not displaying beside it?
It's a text. That's why. It's
Not
not
like
a
that
field.
one. Not like that. So by default page box section, no? Just tell me now, this is a page box by default. If you see here, by default, this is a page box section, right? How many columns are displaying here in a single row? Example, this is one
2
row,
columns.
second row, third row, right? How many columns are displayed by default?
2.
2 columns. So here also same thing, madam. So by default, this is a one page box section, right? This section by default, this is a 1 column. This is second column. What happened?
Yeah.
This is displaying in the first place, like here. This one is displaying in where, madam? Here. So if you observe, see here, same thing, right? This is the first one. This is the second.
Yeah.
If I add one more tag here, what will happen? Where will display again?
Come under last name.
Correct. It will come under last one. By default, in a single row, how many columns will display?
2.
2 columns. If we add more than 2, then it will come again step by step. Same like that. Understand, madam?
Yes.
So this is 1 column. This is another column. Okay. So similarly here also, this is 1 column. This is what, madam? Another column. So by default, how many display? 2 columns, right? This is it will this label is displaying in first place, 1 column. This one is displaying where, madam? In the second column.
Second column.
Okay, but still we can combine these two into the 1 column. For that, we have to use something called Apex page block section item. Which tag you have to use, madam, to combine 2 tags into 1 tag?
Apex page block.
Section item.
What this section item will do? It will combine 2 elements into the 1 element. Now, Apex page block section item is nothing but what, madam? 1 column only. This combine, this whole thing is nothing but what now?
1 column.
Previously, if there is no page block section item, what is happening? This is 1 column, this is 1 column, 2 columns. Now, if you in the page block section item, what you can do is you can combine 2 tags into the 2 columns into the 1. Understand, madam? Now, if you see, both this one will display, where display this one now? The 1 column.
Left.
Left or right, or left, right will come now.
Full left side.
Only you can see the left side, everything but that. Why it is coming both into the here? Now these both into merged into the which one, madam?
Block.
Right.
Understand?
No, sir. Can you please repeat it once again?
Okay. So normally by default, the page by section in a single row, how many columns we display?
2 columns. 2 columns.
2 columns. Okay, madam. So this is one column. This is one. Each tag is nothing but one column, madam. Each tag is nothing but what, madam? One column. So 1 and 2. For example, if I'll remove this page by section item. Now, how many tags are there here?
Only 1.
Here any tags in there, madam? 1 tag in that, 2 tags in there.
2.
Okay, one is output label
And the one is input.
So this is first column. So this is second column.
Second one. Yeah.
That's why what is happening? First column is coming here. Second column is coming here.
Okay.
Now what I want to do is I don't want to display because these two are some relationship is there. Yes or no? So what you can do if you want to merge 2 into the 1 tag. I want to merge these 2 columns into the 1 tag. So what will happen? It will display only
one side.
One side. So how we can combine these two into the 1 tag? By using
Page
Apex
block section
item.
Block
What this section
section.
item will do is now this is whole thing is 1 column, madam. Previously, this is 1 column and this is 1 column. Whenever you use Apex page by section item, what will happen? It will combine these 2 elements into the 1 element only, 1 tag only. Understand?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So now this is 1 column, right? By default, how many columns will display a single section? By default section, how many columns will display? 2 columns. Now, how many columns are there here?
1.
1
Only
column. 1 column is where it will come.
Left side.
on the left side.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Okay. You understood what is the use of output label? Just to create label for your anything, you can use the output label. So you can give the value also here, or if you don't want, you can give the here also between the 2 tags also you can give it. But this is a recommendable. Okay. That is called output label. Already we discussed something called output link, right, madam? What is output link?
You can display the link.
Japan, madam, already we have discussed this output link. Somewhere you have written, right? To create hyperlinks, what will this, madam? You want to create links, right? So what we can use, madam? Output link.
Output
So
link.
here you can give the what, madam? Output link. So value equals to which one you want to open, that you can give. For example, I want to open this link. I want to open. I want to open this link, madam. So what I can do after this URL, just value equal to, you can give that URL. Okay. There is one more attribute here, something called target. What is the meaning of target is, if you give it in a blank here, it will open in a new tab, madam. If you not give, what will happen? It will open in the same tab. Understand what is the meaning of this one?
It will open a new tab.
New tab. So what is the name you want to give for this one? Link name? Salesforcestart.
Start.
Underscore blank.
Yeah, underscore blank. So if you give target equal underscore blank and name of the, if I click this link, it will open the separate tab, separate window. Understand? See now, if I click it, where it is opening? Separate window. If you remove this target, then what will happen? It will open the same page. That's it. Simple. No?
Yes.
Even that is, we can use the HTML hyperlink also, I guess. But I'm not sure. Now if I click here, where is opening now?
Same page.
Same page. Understand, sir? No?
Yes.
So there is one more thing, one more tag called Apex Output Panel. What is the tag name?
Apex output panel.
Output panel. So why we'll use Apex Output Panel is, this is same like a div tag. In the HTML, we have something called div tag. Anyone knows what is the div tag?
2 lines.
No, madam. So if you want to create your own divisions, madam, like sections, right? Then what we can do is the div tag. For example, what I can do is normally if I click a div. So here I can example, I'm just saying, this is my section 1. So here I want to display section 1. So some information, this is something I want to display based on some condition. I want to render this one, show or hide something. So this is one section. This is section 2. All right. So if you want to create like a different sections in the page, we can use a div tag. So similarly, in the VA pages also, we can use the output panel. So why will use output panel? Same like here you can use some content, some tags, and you can get some more tags based on some condition. So we can render this output panel. Render means show or hide, or we can do the refresh based on, for example, if I search it, I want to refresh this part. If I want to put some checkbox here, I want to hide this part. So to do all those things, we can create a separate sections in the page. Clear what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes, sir.
For example, I'll give madam here. Okay. Okay. Enter age. Okay. For example, if age I have entered more than 35, example more than 35, what I have to do is I want to display section 2, madam. So then what you can do? So you have to create 2 sections. Okay. If you put everything in one section, what will happen, madam? I want to write complete like a thing here, section 1, section both in one place. So we cannot render it. So what you want to do is, so based on some like a UI changes, like if I enter 36, I want to display major application form. If I give a below 35, I want to display minor application form. In that case, if I put 2 application form here, we cannot control it. Understand, madam? We cannot control it. To control these minor application form, major application form, what we can do is we can make it a separate. Okay, the example, this is a minor application. This is a major application. So what will happen if I enter age 30 more than 35? Which one I want to display, madam? This one. So that I can hide it. Here I can put some condition, hide. Based on which one? Age. Age is more than 35. What I have to do, madam? Hide it. Like that I will put some condition. So to do these things, like based on some condition you want to render or refresh something, which one we can use, madam, normally? Div tag in the HTML, but in the VA page, which tag you can use, madam?
Output panel.
Output panel. Okay, maybe we'll understand going forward. Okay, we'll take example, but now I'm just giving high level example. To create our own sections, madam, simple as a understand?
Yes.
That's it. We can, if you based on some condition, if you want to render and show or hide, re-render, refresh things, we can use this thing. Okay. So these are all like which tags, madam?
Output tags.
Output tags. We'll do one thing, madam. Based on some these 2, I'll create one form here, lead form. Visualforce pages. I'll create a lead form.
So can we use output and input in a single page?
Can we use it? I'm not understanding.
Output tags and input tags in a single page.
You chase such column. Okay, for example, okay, so here I'll take the input field. Okay. So for this page block, just remove it. So in the VF pages, we have some attributes called render, re-render, and render as. Okay, what is the use of key attribute? First one is render. Render and entity. So render we will use to show or hide content based on condition. What, madam? Based on condition, what you can do?
Hide the section.
Hide or show content. Section, whatever it may be. Media learn and coach. Understand?
Yeah.
So for example, here I'll take this one now. So apex page bar section title equal to what, madam? Input text, last name, rating, in-game fields name, madam. So lead, company, incoti,
Phone.
mobile phone. Mobile phone. Mobile phone like this.
Yes, sir.
So what this one, madam? We are entering data. Yes or no? This is which form, madam?
Yes.
Normal edit form. Yes or no? Input unnante manaki enti? Edit form. Right, madam? For example, I'll create one more section or one more block separate. Like whatever you want. I'll create separate block. So this is, I will give a display form. Display ante, madam?
Output text.
Input please. So instead of input, I'll take a input field. Okay. So in the single page now, మనకి ఏమన్నా టూ బ్లాక్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటేమో edit form, another one is what, madam?
Display.
So for example, if I click preview, for example, I want to see this record information, madam. A record, ఎలా చేసుకో? How we can see it in a web page now? Here?
ID.
Where?
Lead ID.
You should give answer, proper answer, madam. After /apex, you can see the VF page name. After VF page name, you can see the question mark. Then you can pass the parameters. Understand, madam? ID equal to. So in the URL ID undante, what's the meaning, madam? Record exist or not exist?
Existed. That's why we are giving ID.
If there is no ID ante record ID lekapothe
New record.
new record. Simple ante kada. Yes or no?
Yes.
సో మనకి ఎప్పుడు న్యూ ఫామ్ ఉండాలి, ఎప్పుడు డిస్ప్లే ఫామ్ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి. నౌ
New form is new record.
న్యూ రికార్డ్ క్రియేషన్, రైట్?
Yes.
ఎడిట్ ఫామ్, డిస్ప్లే ఫామ్.
After creating record.
రికార్డ్ ఉంటే ఓకే మేడం. సో మనకేంటంటే ఇప్పుడు నాకు 2 సెక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి మేడం. ఓకే. సో వాట్ ఈస్ మై రిక్వైర్మెంట్ నౌ ఇస్ if in the URL ID will be there, I want display form, madam. ఎందుకంటే రికార్డ్ ఉంది, ID ఉంది కాబట్టి. If in the URL there is no ID, I want display this form. అర్థమైందా? అండర్స్టాండ్ మేడం? సే
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
చెప్పండి మేడం, వాట్ యు అండర్స్టూడ్ మేడం?
If else లా ఉంది సార్ ఇది.
అదే చెప్పండి. రెండర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ లైక్ సే if else only. If condition is true,
If we want this,
ఇక్కడ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటి మేడం? ID ఉంటే
It
New
will display in
display form.
display form. If there is new record, it will be
if in the URL ID will be there, I want to display this form. If
this.
in the URL
display
there is
form.
no ID, I want to display this
It
form.
will be new form.
The ID is equal to false.
ఎట్లా పెడతాం?
Yeah.
Why will is render tag?
Okay.
Why will is render tag, madam?
To
To
show
show or hide content based on
based
condition.
on
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go here. Here you can just type render. So, madam, render. How you can read the parameters from the URL? Example, ఇక్కడ ఈ parameters ఉందా లేదా చెప్పి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది?
ID equals to
Tell me complete syntax, madam. Yesterday we discussed all those things. How we will know whatever the parameter is your parameter is there or not?
meters dot.
Everyone knows answer, madam, but no one is thinking. So current
Page.
Current
page
page.
dot
Correct.
parameters
Parameter.
dot ID. We are checking ID field only, right, madam?
Yes.
Yes.
Current page dot parameters dot ID.
Yes.
Unte it is
Display.
It will display it.
Right, it will display the unte we should display the display form, right, madam?
Yes.
Else new form. Okay. So what I can do is current page dot parameters dot ID is there.
False.
I'll use this one in the
Display form.
this will put a not equal to null. If ID is not equal to null, I want to display what, madam? This one. If it is null,
New
form. Null unte em raవాలి, madam? ఒక light unte kada render.
New form.
The render boolean currency, true or false.
Yes, madam. True or false.
నేను null ఇచ్చారు.
Null is there or not?
By default, it will take instead of this. Okay. For example, not equal null and meaning enti madam, we can use the symbol like this also. This is also not equals to. Spelling mistake current page. Correct spelling CURRENT.
Parameters.
Parameters.
Parameters. Parameters spelling.
METERS.
METERS.
So current page dot even we have missed dar symbols also. Correct,
Yes.
madam? So current page dot parameters dot ID equals to null. Not equal to null. Right, madam? Not equal to null ante madam? True or false will right? We'll get that. Not equal to null ante will display it. By default, now which one will come, madam? Now new form will come by default. Right? If I enter data here, what we should display? Display form, but we need to hide this one also, right? How we can hide that one?
New form is equal to hide.
ఎలా హైడ్ చేయాలి? ఇప్పుడు సో నాట్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఎప్పుడు డిస్ప్లే ఈక్వల్ టు నల్ ఉంటే ఏం చేయాలి మేడం దీన్ని?
There is no ID.
ID is not equal to null, then display it. If ID equal to null,
New form.
no problem. So just if I give ID, you should display form now, right?
Yes.
If I remove ID, which form will come?
New
New form.
New form will come. Understand, madam?
Yeah.
So to render something based on some condition, so which attribute we have to use? Where I'm using this render attribute, which block I want to hide, which block I want to set. Even in this instead of page block, you can use Apex output panel also. Okay, I told you just now, right? You can use that one, but in this case, page block will be good for the UI and all. Okay, for normal custom pages, we can go for output panel type. Understand, madam?
Yes.
What is the render? Render is to show or hide a
Hide based on
content. Will use a rendered. Re-render, why will use re-render, madam? To refresh page, to refresh particular section in the page, we can use which one, madam?
re-render.
Yes, we can use a re-render. The render as we can use to convert your page into PDF format. If you want to convert your VF page into the PDF format, what you can do, madam? Renderize. So this is not that much important. Just I'll show you. Just for example, if I'll give you here render as equal to PDF, not render. Which tag, madam?
Render as.
So what will happen is it will convert your page into the PDF format. That's it. You click save. Now you can see it will convert this page into the PDF mode. But normally in this page we don't need to use this one. Normally if you have like any table, records, you can convert to the PDF format. But in this case it is not required. Amen, madam. Apex file must be for space there, right? 7 out here. Quick preview. Now you can see it will display in a document format, madam, not a page format. Which one, madam? It is displaying in a
Document.
Understand? Ardhamayinda, madam? So we'll see all other things also tomorrow. So now just practice all these things, madam. Input tags, output tags, and display blocks sections based on some conditions rendered. Clear? So tomorrow we'll discuss about tables, all those things, and we'll start custom control and all then tomorrow. Okay. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.